It's Miss Monday, and if you hear weird noises, my brother is playing Naruto behind me. That's his shadow. Okay, so, we didn't decide a topic this week, so I thought since, Miss Friday and I were researching on the internet, and we couldn't find anything new on Twilight, so we thought, why don't we give you guys something else to read, because right now there's nothing new on Twilight, so you might as well occupy your time in other good books. So, the first book that, it's book series that I'm going to recommend, obviously, is Harry Potter. Yeah, and I only have the first one here because I have the American version and the British version, all 7 books, so it's a lot of books, so I'm not going to bring them all, but yeah, Harry Potter. It's like, I think it's like the first series that I ever read, like big series. Actually, no, that was Babysitter's Club. Yeah, but Harry Potter, it's wonderful. Okay, so this book, it's called Fallen, and Miss Friday gave it to me as a Christmas present, and I read it, and it's the first book in a series. It's really, really good. I like it. It's about fallen angels. It's called Fallen. Yeah, whatever. And it's like this girl and this guy and this other guy, and she's torn between them because she can't resist one of them, but the other one is like hot and sexy. And there's like this whole like weird battle between like the fallen angels and stuff and weirdness. So even in the first book, they don't even tell you like exactly everything that's going on, so you still want to read more. Okay, so this series, it's called the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. This is the first book, City of Bones. The second one, City of Ashes. The third one, City of Glass. And then there's a fourth one coming out called City of Fallen Angels. And I'm very excited. This is such a good book series, like seriously. It's action-packed. It's about shadow hunters, and they don't hunt actual shadows like that one over there. They actually hunt demons, and it's really good because it has like werewolves and vampires and demons and warlocks, and there's like this really gay warlock that he's awesome. His name is Magnus Bane, so yeah. And he reminds me of Adam Lambert, so any fans of Adam Lambert, you should really check out this book, because there's a character exactly like Adam Lambert. Okay, so this series is the one I'm recently hooked up on. It's called Percy Jackson and the Olympians, The Lightning Thief. This is the first book, actually. The series is called Percy Jackson and the Olympians. There's 5 books in total. The series already ended. This is like the 4th one. And I got the 5th one here. I got the 3rd one. There's like 2 missing because Miss Friday has the other 2, because I'm making her read them. And they're really, really awesome. If you like Greek mythology, then you'll love these books, because it's all about the Greek gods and how they are actually alive and they rule the heavens and stuff. And then it's about Percy Jackson, which is a half-blood, which is half god and half human. He's a son of Poseidon, the sea god. And it's really good because, like, half-bloods, like, being half-bloods, they sort of attract monsters. So it's pretty action-packed, and it's really, really hilarious because it's in first person, and Percy Jackson is really, really hilarious. Like, his way of thinking, it's kind of Jacob-y in a way, you know, like the way he thinks, you know, it's really entertaining. So this series I really, really like, and it's called The Inheritance Cycle, because it was trilogy, but now it's like 4 books. And the first one is Aragon, Eldest, and Brisingar. And the 4th book is coming out. I don't know what it's called, but it's probably going to come out in like 2 years, because the dude is like really lazy when he's writing. And so it's really, really good. And before you guys even say anything, if you guys watched the movie and didn't read the books, you should be ashamed of yourself, because these books are way, like, 1 trillion times more awesome Then the movie, the movie was like absolute crap. It was just something else with the title Aragon. It was nothing like the book. It might have like a vague similarity, but honestly, it's nothing like the book. It was such a disappointment when I saw the movie. I was like, what is this, honestly? So it was blah, so you should definitely read this series. It's really, really good. This next series, even Stephanie Meyer recommended it. Whatever, yes. So it's The Hunger Games, and the second one, Catching Fire, and the third one is coming out September 2010. Oh, yes. And I do not know what it's called, but it's really, really good. It's about this girl, and she lives in like a district, and there's like the capital, and they're like evil, and they send like 2 kids from each one of the districts into an arena to kill themselves. And it's really, really good. It's like sort of about how the people in the district sort of like rebel against the capital, because it's like really abusive government. And so I don't want to talk too much. So this last book series that I'm going to recommend to you guys is really, really good. It's called, the first one is called Wicked Lovely. And the second one is Ink Exchange. The third one is Fragile Eternity. And the fourth one is coming out actually this year. I don't remember what it's called right now. But it's really, really good. It's about this girl. Like, the first book is about a girl, and she can see fairies, but you're not supposed to tell fairies that you can see them because they're like evil. And so there's like this fairy king, and he's looking for his queen, because if he can't find his queen, he doesn't have full power. And so he turns to her, and he's like, yeah, you'll be my queen. And she's like, I don't want to be your queen. And blah, 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 problems and stuff. And it's really good. Like, the first one is kind of slow, and then the second one is but then, like, the third one is really, really good. And it leaves you, like, in a cliffhanger, and you're like, no. So, yeah. It's really, really good, so you should read that one. And, yeah, those are, like, all the books I'm going to recommend. I have more, but since Miss Friday and I usually read books and then, like, exchange them, we were probably going to recommend the same book, so we decided to divide them. Like, I'll just do some of mine, and then she'll do the rest that I haven't covered. So, yeah. Oh, and just, like, a side note to end this video, if someone ever recommends to you the House of Night series, just please do not read that, because that is the most horrible series I've ever read. And they're like, oh, fans of Twilight will love this. That is bull poopy. That is bull poopy. That's what that is. Because seriously, the main character says bull poopy. How stupid is that? I mean, if you hate Bella, you're going to hate her even more. So, yeah, if you don't want to, like, shoot yourself from, like, reading a horrible book, then just don't. Don't even consider reading the House of Night series. Like, ugh. Okay, so, yeah, that is it, and I'm going to shut up, and have a good Monday, and have a good week, people.